through. One will play in front of the crowd in Birmingham, folks. This is what you watch for. Dignitas versus Geekay for everything.
And it all comes down to round 5. This miracle run from Geekay just to get to Birmingham. Will it be an exit before we get to the weekend proper, or will they send Dignitas home very much unhappy? Game 1 brought to you by Progressive. Here we go.
And so much of this comes down to what kind of Geekay we're going to get. Will it be the Peak and Geekay who just won an event online? Will it be the Geekay who are struggling early on in the split? Dignitas have been more consistent throughout the season so far, but they both ended up at the same place.
Two teams that have kind of bonded together from their experiences qualifying at the last minute. Geekay and Gen.G both right here on this channel in the final round. As apparently Jack dances around one, but the save still made by Joyo at the last second. Everything seemingly at the last second for Geekay Esports.
Yeah, a lot of history between all these players. They're all very familiar with each other at this point. Jory is former teammate of Archie, also former teammate of Oli, now opponents on the field. The one player who's, you know, the newest to this level, of course, is Stizzy, but he's not looked like he's lacked experience if you just look at his gameplay this weekend.
Oh, and that one just handed to apparently Jack, waiting at midfield, and a wayward touch falls right into his lap. Oli was thinking Archie would jump for this, and Archie must have thought he had a lot more time than he did. Yeah,
good read by Jack there, saw the pass intended by Oli. It's not a bad idea there by Oli, but needed to be a bit faster off the mark. Now a chance for it to be 2. Oli's boostless. Archie's own goal. No, he's got up early to make sure that he got to the ball before anyone else, but he's on the wrong side of it.
Yep.
Oh, that's a bad one. He's nowhere near.
I mean, it is the most impressive own goal we've seen all week.
The thing is, he's not even close to putting that to safety. That's so down the middle of the net. Solid own goal by Archie.
Yeah, well, you get style points, with those will certainly not help you here. Still plenty of time, though, to go here in game 1. And, you know, one of the many themes we've seen from early games in this series, we've seen teams jump out to early leads, several goals, and those leads have disappeared very quickly.
Oh.
And this one's threatening to do the same. Joyo coming down and just jackhammering down on top of the wall, taking it away from Jorius.
Wow, what a recovery by Joyo. Jorius had no idea. He just saw Joyo flashing up to the ceiling. Before he knew, he was right back down on top of him. Joyo has had so many big moments, even in the series that they've lost. Thinking back to Carmine Corp yesterday, Joyo still putting up so many good plays. Will it be enough? And it's going to need to be. We're hearing that Archie's received multiple phone calls already from several OCE teams after seeing that own goal he put up. Very impressed as Jack makes it 3. That's a great shot by apparently Jack. After the beat upfield, there's still a lot of work to be done. How about that for a redirect?
And poor Oli sitting on the goal line. By the time Jack gets that touch, how can you even possibly react? You almost have to guess that he's going to, and if he just leaves it, then you really look foolish. Stizzy just throwing one at the net and hoping something good happens. Joyo's at least in the way, so no kickoff goal. Now Oli gonna have a look. Got a clean lane to go through, but man in his way immediately.
Yeah, Dignitas gotta be solid in defense here. They can't give away easy goals. It feels right now that that's how this series is going to be decided. There's been mistakes, nervous moments, missed touches. Oli trying to make one land here. Double taps in. A second goal for Geekay. No mistakes in that one. Oli with perfect play slots it past 2.
And give, I believe it was Joyo, just a little extra credit to waiting on the backboard just in case Jack was able to line up a save. They had everything covered.
Oh, wow.
And now off the kickoff, hyper aggressive, but Stizzy there to recover. So Johnny, I'm sure you're very happy. No negligent kickoff goal conceded.
Yeah, no, it was a good try with Geekay's intentional slight late arrival there with the double kickoff. It's a little bit of a twist on a strategy that's becoming more and more popular. Dignitas right back into control in the midfield. Plenty boost for GK behind the ball. Will that matter? With Stizzy up uncontested. Archie's missed it twice. Appjack makes it 4. And oh boy, Archie's having a howler.
You can't afford to make this mistake once and hope to get away with it 2. Absolutely not. And only just hung out to dry down on the goal line. Not getting a lot of help down there on defense. And Dignitas doubling up GK 4-2. Still 2 minutes left in just a bizarre opening game. That shot didn't have anything behind it. All he could do, Archie, just to get that netward. Now watch out after they sold out for the shot. Oh, what a shot. Better save.
It's good defense by Jorius twice now. Same kickoff idea by GK. They're putting Dignitas in the back foot, but both times Jorius has dealt with the danger single-handedly. Less than 100 seconds to go in the opening game. Archie would really do well to just get something to take his mind off the mistakes earlier. If he can get a goal, get an assist, get an outplay, it's going to be incredibly helpful for their chances moving forward. No chance in that play, though. Joyo not able to make a commitment. Archie is at the back post here, can't get high enough.
Well, no shortage of offense from either of these two teams, and certainly this lead is not safe with still a minute to go. Only 2 goals. There's some teams in this tournament, you look at 2 goals in a minute and you go, all right, that's going to be really, really tough because they can put the clamps down on you. You can't say the same for these teams. That's probably why they're playing in round 5. Joyo trying to set up Archie. And nothing brewing there as that's easily taken away by Jack, but didn't get that cleanly to the back line of GK. They're still on the attack here. Got that win and still set out from the goal line.
That was a nice adjustment by Archie after realizing the ball was going to change course before he reached it. Still not quite good enough though, and it looks like the mistakes from earlier on in the game are going to prove too costly for GK. Too much of a hurdle to come back from, and that might be another one actually. Appjack calls it. It's wide open for him. Jory is there to steal it on the goal line. Little bit of a smirk from him as he takes the goal away from his teammate. That's well left by Stizzy. He actually faked Oli out in the process.
Well, when you have to sell out, you can't make any more mistakes. And GK just get caught making way too many on the defensive end over the course of this 5 minutes.
Oh, wow.
And now it's just a victory lap here for Dignitas in game 1. 1 step down, 2 more to go if Dignitas is going to survive and advance on to Saturday. Back from games like that, he's going to have a short memory as we go to Forbidden Temple to try and avoid going down 0-2. GK Esports starting to feel the walls creeping in just a little bit.
You know, as well as the struggles on GK's end, Dignitas are locked in. Jorius had a great game defensively. Stizzy, fires a shot on target early in game 2. That was well saved by GK. And Dignitas playing some great Rocket League at the moment.
Oh, Oli, quick launch back. Joyo's got a full tank of boost. Nobody up there to meet him. Can you get this off the back wall cleanly? Not so much. Jory is in the way. And everything slows down here for Dignitas. GK, despite having all the time in the world to kind of get back and get set up, they didn't have much boost until just a split second ago. Now they can break out, but they don't have a whole lot moving down the field. May not matter. The shot saved by Jorius. Another one lobbed in, and Joyo's still there to kind of harass Jack. But nothing has come from that. Another launch forward and another easy save out of Dig.
Yes, Jorius once again playing a great third-man role for Dig in this game, and the one before it. It's been so solid at the back, and that's actually 50 on target from Jorius. Dignitas 50-50 is looking like the stronger of the two teams. Stizzy offloads to the right side. Lateral movement from Dig looking good. Apparently Jack with the shots on target. Archie saved it, but can't land well enough to stay on this. Does get back to it, but Dignitas are looking dangerous again.
I mean, when you look at this matchup for GK compared to what else we've seen throughout the past couple of days, you know, when you see decoy plays very close to the net from other teams, you're not seeing that necessarily from GK.
Oh, wow.
And a near miss just across the center line everything looks rather predictable for the Dignitas defense. Stizzy kind of got caught flat-footed and demoed for his efforts, and Joyo up the wall will just play the control game.
Oh, while this match is ongoing, we've got Luminosity Falcons on the B stream. Luminosity have got Falcons in overtime game 1, so
No.
any thoughts of that one being one-sided? Out the window. Luminosity putting up a phenomenal run, trying to reverse sweep Swiss. That would be one of the greatest upsets in Rocket League history if they could pull it off.
It would be historic. It's never happened before in the RLCS, as Oli will, or at least that lands. So Oli brings that across, and Archie still has Oli in the air. That goes way to the back wall, and he even got the boost steal out of the corner, but came up empty from the back wall. Joyo for Archie, and he just got a piece of that clearance effort from apparently Jack, and then Jory is cut off by Oli. Well, that could have been a quick fire goal on either side. Instead, we remain scoreless at the 2-minute mark.
It's still Dignitas for me, who looked more connected on the pitch. Jory has had a great chance earlier on. It was hard to tell just how available it was for him. There's another opportunity going away for Dignitas. Oli's actually locked up Jorias in defense. That's awkward for him. Jack's there to help out. Goes for the boost instead of the ball and needed some help from Stizzy in defense. GK's attack fizzle. Somebody's just flown past the ball with no contact. Jorias, or Jack, sorry, off the post with the reset.
We've seen a lot of fake plays from Dignitas, but well, it's high risk the way they've tried to pull it off. They almost got caught a moment ago. GK could have just got anything near the target. I don't think anybody from Dig was going to get back for it. Joyo just lob it downfield again, and I think GK might have even kind of picked up on something. Hey, let's just chuck the ball downfield. See if we can catch Dignitas being a little maybe too aggressive, a little too anxious on offense. You also got to worry about the same thing in kind, though, as Archie ranging back. Got onto the backboard, out of the corner, and nobody there defensively, so the shot comes out, and Jory is scored.
And it felt like it was coming eventually. Archie diving across the net, couldn't get the right hit on the ball. And I'll be honest, I'm nervous anytime we switch to Archie's POV. Just the movement isn't as smooth as it usually is. He's not got the same confidence they did when they swept through the last EU regional. They played non-stop, fast-paced, aggressive Rocket League. It's hesitant Rocket League right now out of GK. And they're gonna need to turn this around right now, or they're gonna be in a world of trouble.
All over the past minute or so, the wind has been taken out of the sails of a couple of underdogs. GK is going to battle to get one back here. Pinch, not nearly as strong as intended. Jory is now, just throw it downfield, comes back in. Easy clearance from Dignitas. GK going to need that critical pass. They need something to throw off the Dignitas defense. They have to do it without Joyo. They have to do it without Archie as well. Only Oli to keep the attack alive. And Jorias will try to bring this to ground, and does. 2 key demos. So much more if they could just get out on that stage in front of esports' greatest fans. Dignitas hold all the keys though. 2-0. One more to make the playoffs.
And we do have another 2-0. It's Falcons 2-0 over Luminosity in the second game. Falcons did win game 1 overtime, so MENA fans, you can relax for now. That was briefly scary. It looks like they do have control of the series. Both series heading towards sweeps, unless, well, GK can do something special here. They have done it before. They have done it recently. Can they do it again?
Just got to be thinking ahead. Not the next touch, but the one after. Think further ahead than Dignitas is, and that could get GK back into it, but it's much easier said than practiced. Archie right at Jorias, trying to get a piece of him at least, and he couldn't. And now downfield, Jorias and Jack. Oli there to disrupt the play, and Joyo will just collect that from the back wall. Not putting Dignitas under much pressure on the counterattack. This goes across, intercepted again. Dig on the attack, and a big block by Joyo.
Yeah, pre-flip attempt there by Jack, who's now running interference on the goal line while Stizzy advances the ball. Jory is sitting deep, makes a safe commitment though. That's such an excellent entry to the play by Jorias, who's playing a phenomenal series, and his teammates have combined for a goal here. Stizzy with the assist. He pounced on Archie's bad clear and then just fakes it for Jack to come in. The communication's on point. Dignitas are rolling GK.
Yeah, I mean, you saw it from Oli's POV as well. I mean, just looking at the play developing, you're like, okay, shot's coming in from the first guy, right? No, it's the decoy. No time to react again. 1-0 to Dignitas. I mean, they have just been brilliant, outplaying GK and outsmarting them throughout the series.
You know, this really does just set up such an incredible bracket. Dignitas looking like they're going to qualify top 8 in fine form. Furia did so earlier. And we've already got a stacked top 5 qualified already. It's shaping up quite nicely here in Birmingham for the crowd days, which start tomorrow. But did GK have any fight left? Do they have any life left in this tournament? 2 minutes gone. Really not a lot going on for them offensively. Midfield has been Dignitas control.
GK still struggling to get any kind of a foothold on the Dignitas half. More zone time for Dig. Jack will just throw this off the corner, and he can still follow this play if he chooses. Trying to take out defenders on his way through. Another opportunity, boy. It just felt like a moment ago. Jack was going for demos on the goal line, and it had already cycled around to midfield. Opportunity here, though. Archie and Oli. Stizzy just jumps up.
Oh,
everybody
wow.
came forward and are very lucky that that was not on target from Stizzy.
Yeah, finally half a chance there for GK, and it was almost in their own net. It was closer to being a goal in their own net. Dignitas counter-attack almost landed 2 minutes ago. Will it be the last 2 minutes of GK's tournament? What a disappointment that would be for Joyo and Archie in particular. Last time there was an RLCS LAN in England, they fell at the exact same stage. It was a much closer match that time around, Game 5 against Furia. Now they are just looking for any kind of inspiration on the pitch. They've got plenty of talent, they've got plenty ability, but they're running out of time.
Archie and Joyo right there at midfield, but they're all watching Stizzy dump the ball right back into GK territory. Joyo's up for this one. Got over Jack. Just can't continue the play, though. The second line of defense, too strong from Dignitas. Oli trying to win that down towards Archie. And GK have drawn level with 1:15 to go.
And it was Oli losing a 50 back towards Archie that caused the goal. Bit of an opportunistic moment there for GK. That could have gone many different ways, but it's fallen to their hands when it mattered. But they need more. They've not had the offensive output Dignitas have had. This is a chance. Oli looking for Jack with the bump. Misses him. Jack gets a good 50 as well. That was Dignitas again looking for the counter.
On a double commit in the air as well, so that's not going to help GK at all. They can at least have solace in that they are tied now. They're not chasing this game. They're still chasing the series. Off the ceiling there. Archie, can he get around on it? No. Jory is able to dump that off to the corner. But another one, almost netward from GK. They're playing with renewed energy, at least, here in the final minute. They just have to be sure, very careful not to leave the gate open behind them.
That's a perfect 100 boost respawning defense there for Jory. Has helped Dignitas get out of defense. And now here comes GK again. That goal is
get out of each other's way.
It's given them life, but this looks like we might be headed to overtime. Big time block by Joyo. Will there be one last chance?
Oh, Archie turned.
Oh,
Oli's there. Oh! Piles it through. Quick turn. I didn't expect him to actually get a clean shot off, but Jack couldn't get there.
What a turn by Archie. What a way to step up and give GK the late lead. More drama in GK's already eventful season.
Oh, they go with the fake. GK had almost sussed it out. One more for the road. Yes, sir.
Wow.
GK by force. And now we go to game 4 at Utopia. Archie gets both goals as GK comes back, and now here we go. Can they carry that momentum towards Champions Field?
It's a double diagonal fake kickoff there by GK. They had options either side. Dignitas have been pretty good at surviving the kickoff tricks that GK have tried to pull on them. Oh, that's actually bounced fortuitously for Stizzy. Didn't know much about it, but he's cleared it. And now here come Dignitas. Jack bumping the goalie. The ball hits the crossbar. Jack did land the bump at least, but Dignitas will have to try again later.
Well, Archie plenty in the tank. Well timed on the 50. Ole's still forward. That means nobody else is back. 1-0, courtesy of Stizzy.
Well, that was just absolutely wide open. Joyo had to pay attention to a Dignitas player nearby him as he was jumping there, so I think it affected his shot. He was trying to clear that much, much harder, but that off-the-ball threat probably caused him to lose some power on his clear. GK give away a pretty easy one there.
How many more can they afford to give up like that?
Oh my.
Oh, Ole, what a read. Archie's waiting to see if Joyo can get that down to him, and he'll have to adjust if he wants to get another touch. Ole may have served one up. Oh, Archie got to that. It was still blocked away. GK not willing to go quietly out of the zone, but now they finally will have to concede possession.
That was open again for GK. They've got to be careful here. They're leaving their net open for hard players. As apparently Jack rifles down another shot towards the net that's been saved. The ball's barely moving now. End-to-end stuff. Stizzy trying to clear it down the middle. It's not gone too far. But once again, it's Dignitas who follow up these midfield battles with more productive touches.
Well, Ole just waiting for this to come down, and they've got the numbers advantage, but it does not matter. What a powerful challenge on what should have been a clear goal-scoring opportunity for GK. And again, Dignitas with only one line of defense. Still good enough. That one's got to be frustrating.
Yeah, Stizzy there was massive for Dignitas. Completely left alone in defense. And he's decisively challenged the ball and won it back in a 1v3. Again, Dignitas lead. They've had leads in every game. Lost the last one. But they're getting chances. Here's another one. Oh, what a spawn by Joyo. He's a genius. Wow. Spawns right in front of the ball.
All skill. Archie just throw it downfield and try to give his teammates time to reset. They have, but they're in the same spot, so Joyo had to take charge. Needs one more touch. He's got it now. Ole for Archie. A good win at the center line. Jack, double no. Did not get the second touch, and nobody behind him to follow the play. Yeah, GK, I mean, again, playing with fire. We've seen other teams do that throughout the night. They haven't been burned enough. Still well in control of this series, but one crucial failure on the defensive end, and suddenly this series takes on a whole new face.
GK, they're moving a lot better now. Starting to move around the pitch with more confidence than earlier on in the series, but similar kind of result. It's these hard clears from Dignitas that are keeping GK honest. They don't want to advance too far. Dignitas continue to batter the ball back at them.
A good patience on the clearance there, and that leads to the ball reaching the back line, but again, over top of Archie this time. Archie's got to come up to challenge this. Stizzy tried to power that through him. A lot of jumbled up cars in the corner, but it is GK that comes away with possession for a brief moment, and that reprieve should be good enough. They shouldn't concede here, and they don't. Two lines of defense remaining. Hard out of the corner and kept there for just an extra moment. And GK will have to maybe go back to the drawing board. Joyo at least threatened to get that on target. And this is no danger.
Once again, Dignitas lose their lead late in the game. It was Jarius on the back wall. He completely misses. He had the boost. He thought he had the read. Now he's shaking his head, trying to get himself locked in again. Dignitas are throwing this one away.
GK will not die. Another one thrown downfield. Archie can dump and chase it. It's only up the ladder. He got there first. Waterfall down and still just cleared out to the side. Joyo filling in, and a big demo at midfield. Opens the window for Dignitas to maybe reclaim the lead, but now everybody backs off.
Oh
so
my
GK
goodness.
might be able to take charge, but Joyo got bumped by his own teammate. Everything is an absolute mess at the moment, and Joyo will finally just come away and get this off to the side.
Just no boost for anyone in that play, at least nobody who had access to the ball. Here comes Archie again. Much more fluidity to his movement now. He's back online individually.
Oh, he tried to get that down to Oli. Similar play to when Archie scored the equalizer in game 3.
He's up.
8 seconds.
Oh!
And what a save by Stizzy, who has been phenomenal in net for Dignitas. Overtime looming after several near misses.
Oh.
Drop down. One last shot. No, sir. Overtime coming up.
Look out for this sneaky kickoffs. GK have pulled a lot of tricks off. They do another one. Point blank range cheat after the fake on the diagonal. Lean back reset. Archie still got a flip here. There it is. And there's the goal.
Kicking and screaming across the finish line into Saturday's playoffs. What else do we have in store on Champs Field?
Dignitas will feel like they should have won this one already. They've definitely had a hand in their own defeat. Although that was brilliance from GK that won the match. Letting them back in, that was Dignitas' fault. Now, can they make it through 5 minutes without blundering a lead?
Oli's been very aggressive at midfield up near the ceiling. That's dangerously close to the post. But Jack just got a piece of it on the way in. Oli again, very aggressive. Line drive. Oli got a piece of that to try to throw off the defense, and it almost worked. But Dignitas will escape unharmed. Not through much fault of their own, as GK just unable to finish the play.
It's looking very shaky here. Nerves at an all-time high. Game win away from elimination or playoffs. It doesn't get more dramatic than this. GK have had one of the most dramatic stories out of any team in Rocket League history. Just to be here, we knew there was bound to be drama before all was said and done in Birmingham.
Oh, Joyo still forward. Oli in position. Easy outlet for Jorias, and Archie's got a difficult task trying to keep that out of a scoring spot. He's done so, and Joyo almost got that at midfield. Around the corner, apparently Jack comes up empty. Follow-up misses as well, and now it is Jorias that has to race all the way back and make sure they don't concede a cheap one.
Yeah, Jorias done well there, keeping control. Jack as well, solid behind the ball. Early game and early series 50-50s were on point for Dignitas. I feel like that's something that fell off as the series went on, but important in game 5 that they make these count. Archie easily able to save Joria's flip reset. And then here comes Joyo. Mid-air catch. Oh, into the top corner.
Do you believe in miracles?
What a catch by Joyo.
My gosh. Joyo defies the laws of physics and gives GK what has been a very, very rare lead in this series.
This is just unbelievable. Dignitas will not believe they're in this position. But they've allowed GK back into the series, and now GK are playing like their best version of themselves. Joyo has awoken. What can Dignitas do about it? This is the first time that they've had to come back from a 1-goal deficit. What resolve will they be able to show? Jack dunks the shot, but it goes wide. Jory is waiting in the back post. Jack circling back into the place. Dizzy's been bumped to defense. He does still have momentum. Aggression from Dignitas again as they leave multiple players upfield.
Well, GK now playing a little more defensively, which, I mean, I guess would be a welcome sight. It can be a trap you fall into. Well, at least you're not necessarily worried about them giving up an open net. Well, things look pretty inviting right now for Jack. Archie's up. Crisscrosses with Oli in the air. Follow-up is sent away. How about one more from Stizzy? Joyo's there to cut that out. And he's looking to the corner, and all he sees is apparently Jack. And Dignitas are going to be swarming around now inside 2 minutes, and their Birmingham life on the line.
Well, they're in such low boost here, GK, for an extended period of time. The pressure's starting to get to them. It's just Stizzy who had boost, and now he's been demoed. They've got 1 boost as a team. Oli grabs 100, uses it to get a good 50-50, and maybe even better than that. Sets up Archie, and it's 2-0.
Archie continues to pile on. 4 goals now in the last 3 games. GK Esports has risen from the dead. A minute 29 from extinguishing Dignitas' flame of hope.
I can they add another? Oh, it's off the post, Archie. And Oli fully committed. Can Abjack capitalize? No, the recovery comes through for Archie. Dignitas lacking the control that they had earlier on in the match.
And they're not receiving the same level of gifts that they received in the first half of this series. Dignitas having to work a lot harder to crack this GK shell. Another powerful clear by Archie, and that one got by apparently Jack into the final minute. And hope is dwindling for Dig. Another intercept by Joyo. He ran out of boost. Follow-up from Oli at least keeps us in play for GK, and even worse news for Dignitas now, Johnny, down to 40 seconds.
Yeah, they need a moment. They need a miracle right now. They need someone to step up the way Joyo did to open the scoring. They're all capable, but their heads look down right now. They look so demoralized, and GK have just gone from strength to strength.
Another intercept by Oli, but everybody forward now for Dignitas, and for good reason. Down to 15 seconds. Every lost challenge makes it feel even more impossible. Final 10 seconds, and reality may be setting in for Dignitas. One powerful clear. Gotta have this in the net with time remaining. And GK Esports, the slipper still fits them in Birmingham.